Hi Stampers, this is Dawn and today we're going to make the spinner easel card. Isn't it cute? We're using the brand new cow from the Over the Moon stamp set. So this is how the card opens up and then it sits there to make the easel card, but then the cow also spins. And I'm also going to show you how to do the mirror image of this cow. So you can see that this side is the cow and then the opposite side is the same cow but on the reverse side. So I'm going to show you how I did that today. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so for the easel part of the card, we're using the Whisper White, and this is cut at 4 1/4 by 11, and then you're going to score this at 5 1/2 and 2 3/4. Okay, so then we're just going to go ahead and fold this in half, and instead of folding the 2 3/4 side, we're going to stamp first. So I found that once you fold it, it's kind of hard to stamp over top of that. Alright, so we're going to use the Memento ink, and for the spots for the card, to make it look like a cow, we're using this stamp set. It's called Love What You Do, and it's these two spots right here, well, these two little watermarks, the smaller one and the medium one, and then there's also a larger one in the stamp set as well. And then this is the Over the Moon stamp set. So cute! All 3 cows are in this stamp set, so we're using this one today. We're going to go ahead and stamp our spots all along the front of the card. Let me get my paper piercing mat. Since this is a photopolymer stamp set, doesn't have no cushion on the stamp, so we're going to make a cushion. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and stamp randomly across the front of the card. Okay, so I'm going to stamp off on these edges here, so I had to remove my paper piercing mat only because I didn't have any grid paper on that. Let's see. Okay, that looks actually pretty good. I'm going to stamp one up here. Want lots of these spots everywhere. This is so cute. Alright, so now let's go on and make the cow. So I'm going to show you how I did the reverse image or the mirror image. So you're going to need the silicone craft sheet. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp the cow. So let me get some Whisper White. So we're going to go ahead and stamp the cow like you normally would. Okay, so there's our cow. Now we're going to go ahead and stamp it onto this silicone craft sheet. Okay, I'm going to stamp it up here in this corner. Okay, and then we're going to take the same piece of Whisper White and we're going to flip it over. And I'm going to layer it on that right where we stamped the cow, and rubbing that across that Whisper White backing just to make sure that the cow gets transferred from the silicone craft sheet to the Whisper White cardstock. And there you go. So now you can see it's the exact same cow, but it's just reversed image. Isn't that awesome? And then the ink just washes right off of that silicone craft sheet. Okay, so let me show you what I used to cut out the frame of our spinner card. So I went ahead and already die cut these out. They're using the brand new stitched nested label dies, and I'm using these 2 sizes right here. So what I did is I layered this onto the basic black cardstock, and I cut them both out at the same time. So I cut out 2 to make the little frame for our spinner card. And then for the front of the card, we're going to use the smaller size for the front right here. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and grab our Big Shot. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and fold our 2 3/4 inch score line just so that we can see it a lot better when we're die cutting it. Hopefully this is showing up. All right, so we're going to take the smaller of the nested label stitched die, and we're just going to put this right in the center across that 2 3/4 inch score line, and then also trying to center it in the center of the front of the card. And that looks actually pretty good right there. So let's go ahead and cut this out. All right, there we go. All right, so let's go ahead and move Big Shot. Okay, so I went ahead and already colored and cut out the cows. So let me show you those. And I'll show you the colors of the blends that I used. So here's the one cow here. And then there's this one here. So I used the Flirty Flamingo combo in the Stampin' Blends, the Granny Apple Green in the combo, and then the Petal Pink in the dark, and then the Basic Black in the dark. So those are the colors that I used to color my cow. And then, like I said, I went ahead and already punched out the frames. So we got those done. Now we're going to need some linen thread. We're going to make our spinner part of the card. So we're going to take a piece of this linen thread. Let me get my scissors. Okay, so first we're going to layer our cows together. So I'm going to go ahead and add some snail to the back side of those. We're going to take our linen thread and I'm going to put it right in the center of our cow. Okay, and then just turn it over and make sure it is in the center. Yep, that looks actually pretty good. Then we're going to take our second cow, which got stuck to my sleeve. And then we're going to layer these two together. So the linen thread is the sandwich to make our spinner part of the card. So you can see here, it's going to spin just like that. Isn't that cute? All right, now we're going to take our frames. Now these two are also going to get sandwiched together. But before we do that, we're going to put our cow in the middle. Let me just show you what we're going to do here. So we're going to put our cow in the middle and lining that up at the points of our label die here. And then we're going to put adhesive on this side and we're going to sandwich those together. So you're going to line your cow. You're going to position your cow in the center of your frame first and then kind of put your linen thread where it's going to go, pulling that tight so it holds that cow in place, just like that. Get my fingers unstuck. Okay, then we're going to put adhesive on this second part of the label, making sure I got the right side for the back side. You could also use a glue dot. I'm just going to pick that up and we're going to put the sandwich together. Now the cow is the sandwich in between the two frames, just like that. Then we're going to take our scissors again and cut the excess off of the linen thread. So cute, look at it. I love it. All right, now let's bring in our card. Now remember where we scored it at the 2 3/4 inch. This is the part where you're going to put your frame on that part, on the bottom section. So this is what's going to pop up when the easel card is activated. So we're only going to put adhesive on the bottom section of this frame right here. And then of course we're going to center the whole frame right around that cutout. That looks pretty good right about there. So we're going to adhere this part to this bottom section of the 2 3/4 inch score line right there. Okay, isn't that cute? All right, then we're going to take another piece of the basic black. Let me get that. Okay, this piece of basic black is cut at 3/4 by 4 1/4, and I put dimensionals on the back side. This is going to be the stopper part of our easel card. Okay, so then we're going to kind of center it right where that 2 3/4 inch score line is, but the inside of it. So right about there. And that's really just a guide. It doesn't have to be precisely on that score line. So it's going to look like that from the front, but then when you pop it up, it's going to serve as a stopper right there. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. All right, so then a couple things that I did add to the finished card. I stamped the Over the Moon for You. And this was about 3 1/4 inches long. And the idea is that I wanted to put that right over top of the little frame. So it just kind of straddles over that. Just like that. So when it sits up, you have your message here. Now you won't be able to sign too much into the card, so you can always finish it off with the back side. Let me show you the finished one again, because I added some basic rhinestones and then I also added the Wink of Stella to the cow. So here's the finished one. You can see I added the basic rhinestones. Then it pops up and then you can see how it spins here. Then I added some more spots to this part of the card. and then also to the back side. So you can add like another greeting there. And there's so many cute greetings in the Over the Moon stamp set. So it says, dream big, how's it going? You're utterly fantastic, and party till the cows come home. So cute. So you can add another message on the back side if you want. Okay. All right. So that's how you make that really cute spinner easel card. If you have any questions, just let me know. And then I also have all the items listed below. And then don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any future videos. Okay. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.